Trump landing in Tokyo after a flight from Malaysia.
18,000 police officers have been activated, and they are fanned out across Tokyo to protect President Trump and his delegation while they move around Japan. He has already been greeted by the Japanese emperor. Tomorrow, the president is going to have his first ever meeting with the new Japanese Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi. She is a former TV host who likes to play the drums, who President Trump already likes because she was very close politically to his friend, the late Shinzo Abe. There are reports here that she plans to gift President Trump one of Shinzo Abe's golf clubs and also a gold-leafed golf ball.
Fox's Peter Ducey in Tokyo. President Trump says bad fuel is believed to be the reason a Navy fighter jet and a helicopter both crashed into the South China Sea about a half hour apart after taking off from the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier. All crew members are reported to be safe and in stable condition. Day 27 of a federal government shutdown, and there's no indication anyone's giving in on spending demands.
Last week, the Senate again failed to advance a GOP bill to pay many government workers during this shutdown. The Senate is due back in session this afternoon, and last week before they had adjourned, Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson said they would be working on another bill to get some employees paid.
That doesn't mean the discussions won't continue. So I talked to both Senator Van Hollen and Senator Peters. We'll get our staffs working on this and see if we can iron out differences, and maybe we can come to an agreement next week.
While the House is on a district work period, there are Senate hearings scheduled this week, including to consider nominations of trade, USDA, and Social Security officials, as well as the nomination of Vice Admiral Richard Correll to be the commander of U.S. Strategic Command. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Hurricane Melissa is a Category 5 storm now. It would be the first on record to make landfall in Jamaica if it stays that intense. America's listening to Fox News.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
British political commentator Sami Hamdi is in the custody of U.S. immigration enforcement, detained at the airport in San Francisco. He's here on a speaking tour. Homeland Security spokesperson Trish McLaughlin posts on social media, under President Trump, those who support terrorism and undermine American national security will not be allowed to work or visit this country. Hamdi denies accusations he supports terrorism. The Council on American Islamic Relations calls his detention retaliation for criticism of Israel and a blatant affront to free speech. California Governor Gavin Newsom says he'll make a decision about whether to run for president after the midterm elections. Asked on CBS Sunday Morning if it'd be fair to say he was thinking seriously about it, he responded, "I'd be lying otherwise." Amsterdam's 750 birthday party is coming to an end.
Amsterdam has spent the last 12 months wishing itself a happy birthday. Today they blow out the candles with one last, blowout.
Happy birthday, Amsterdam!
You're listening to a bunch of Dutch people enjoying a slice of birthday cake for their capital. The Dutch are party animals. One event this last year was a 9-hour-long rave. No wonder they've worked up an appetite. In fact, the final 3 days of the birthday year have seen a food festival fill Amsterdam's famous canal sides and squares. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
World Series moves to L.A. for Game 3 after 2 games in Toronto and a day off.
The Toronto Blue Jays and L.A. Dodgers split the first 2 games of the best-of-7 World Series north of the border. An interesting pitching matchup for Game 3. The Dodgers going with Tyler Glasnow, who missed all of last year's championship run with an elbow injury, but did make 2 starts in the 2020 World Series when he was with Tampa, coincidentally against the Dodgers. Meanwhile, Toronto is giving the ball to Max Scherzer for what will be his 5th career World Series start. The 41-year-old struggled in the regular season, but was solid in his 1 playoff outing, allowing 2 runs in Game 4 of the ALCS.
That's Craig Thompson. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news Well, Moody's Investors Service upgrading Illinois' rating to an A2 for the state's general obligation bonds. They say this recognition comes as Illinois has made significant financial progress, including passing 7 consecutive balanced budgets and increasing the rainy day fund. Dining room for Newman Hall on the University of Illinois campus receiving a red placard during a recent health inspection, meaning it's now closed. However, the establishment has announced alternate meal options for its residents as they look to fix those health concerns. Nano Nuclear Energy started drilling at the site of a future micro-reactor Friday. It marks the start of a research partnership between the company and the University of Illinois. The event was not a groundbreaking, but instead the first step of data collection so the company can file for a construction permit in accordance with nuclear regulations there. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, this is how it will look, my friends. Next Monday morning, it'll be 6:05 when we see that sky. So there's that. It'll be light in the morning.
Yes.
Dark by 5.
Yeah.
5:30. 6.
Oh, so not 2. Well, that's in a few weeks, right?
No, we do this Sunday.
2 in the afternoon.
We turned back the clock Saturday, right? This Saturday? Yeah.
Saturday night to 2 a.m.
So this will be
1 hour back, fall back before you retire.
That's this weekend, so it'll be next Monday. I'll be looking out, and it'll be 6:05 when I see that nice sky. So it's just lighter in the morning. So there you go.
So it does help us. Yeah,
hey,
helps us a little.
It's Monday. This is October 27. It's Halloween Friday. It's November Saturday. Wow. Here we go.
Yep.
This is the downhill slide into 26.
Too fast.
Man, it's nuts. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Weather brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. They offer cost-efficient solutions for your busy office. Get a free evaluation. Why not? Save some money, get a better machine, whatever. Just call them. Watts Copy System. They're terrific at service. They really, really are. Very impressed. 217-352-0428. Meteorologist Greg Solier. A good Monday morning, sir. What's my last week of October looking like, buddy?
Well, a little bit of everything for everyone. Again, we are well advanced in fall field work, harvest, cleanup, and all that kind of stuff. Just getting these soils to cool on down from the recent spells of warmth, and a little sprinkle activity as expected over the weekend. Rains from that weekend weather system still lingering along and south of I-70, but they're kind of auguring towards the Ohio into the southeastern states. That feature, plus a real fast-moving one coming out of the Pacific Northwest, that'll be dropping into the lower Ohio and mid-Mississippi Valley. Then we're going to swing Melissa. I tell you what, this is going to be one devastating storm, and a liking and a characteristic that we haven't probably seen in a long while. Just its slow nature, hurricane stature at a 4 right now, and it's Haiti, Hispaniola, part of Jamaica that'll take a direct hit, and a slow, stalled out system for that matter the next couple of 2 or 3 days. But ultimately, we'll pick some of that tropical moisture up, ring it around here on a northeast wind, pretty good rain for the middle part of the week. But then, don't worry, lots of opportunity to call it a field work season and fall harvest and cleanup and all that as we get into the new days and month of November, and certainly into the first couple of weeks for openers. Today, sunshine, a few clouds to the south. We're at 43 right now. Later on this afternoon, near 65. That's about 6 or so above average. East wind, sprinkle after midnight tonight down to 44. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Maybe a shower in the morning. Better odds tomorrow afternoon, the high near 60 as we pick up the northeast wind. Bluster tomorrow night. Rains overspread the area with a low down to 45 and a windy, rainy Wednesday with a high up near 53. Showers Thursday morning into the early afternoon, partly sunny and 52 for Halloween Friday, partly cloudy, a bit of a breeze, trick-or-treat temperatures into about the 54-degree range, and then sliding back into the upper 40s. Quiet weather for the weekend with highs in the 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Yeah, there'll be good crowds for Halloween if it's 54. That's 90.
That's right.
Based on what we can get around here for Halloween. Well, that'll be good. A lot of fun. 7:09. Yeah.
Some losses over the weekend, Stevie.
Yeah. So we're simulating.
Okay.
But I just never thought we were a playoff team.
Okay.
I think we're a bowl team. Remember our history. It's just what's messing us up is Kurt Signetti over at Indiana. That's messing us up because no man does that. No team does that. It's a process of getting your guys in, getting a system installed, getting people in the right spot. I just think it's not that easy. What's happening over there is just 19 wins, 2 losses in 2 years, and it doesn't look like they're ever going to lose again. So you're saying, well, it's a process. It's normally, let me just say normally, unusual what Indiana's done, but it's normally a process. Illinois has not had football success at Illinois, not consistently. Blip up, blip down, blip up. It's just up and down. It's not a consistent winner. I said that I think we'll go to a bowl every year Brett Bielema's here from now on.
Okay.
I do believe that. But can you go to the top 12? If they go top 16, that'll be the new goal. Now,
Okay.
I love the fact that was a goal. Oh boy, let's go I was going, really? I got hyperventilating because I just really felt like we probably are. Oh, everybody's coming back. Because there's our senior doesn't necessarily mean they're the best. They couldn't play at Georgia. I'm sorry. A lot of our guys, particularly defensive guys, can't just. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It is not a good defense, and maybe it's. I don't know what you do, but I know that you can't give up 40 points a game in the Big Ten.
Right.
I mean, we've given up 171 points to the 4 really good teams we played.
Right.
I know the Indiana was an anomaly, but everybody's getting 40 on me, and it doesn't even look close. I found myself rooting for a third down. Let's get him to a third down. Then we have a chance to get him off we can't get off the field.
Okay.
The only reason they punted once was because their receiver dropped the ball. That was it. So I never felt we had any opportunity at all to stop Washington on Saturday.
Pretty noisy in there. 42-25 was the final.
Yeah, there was a lot of empty seats, though. The thing was not full. It was raining. It was about as bad a conditions with 50 degrees, windy, and rain.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, Illinois loses 42 to whatever it was.
25.
25.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, you got close at half, but they got the ball back with 2 minutes, and you knew they were going to score. And they scored a touchdown.
So what do we expect with Rutgers at 11 a.m. Saturday?
Here's what I expect for them to come in and just forget about Saturday, because that was the most disappointed looking I've ever seen Brett Bielema. That's when you don't win anymore. You can't do that. So they'll be jacked up. This is a team of character. That's why we came back from that 63-10 loss to Indiana and beat USC.
Yeah.
That's our real quality win of the year. I thought USC is really going to be good.
And USC has gotten into the top 25 at number 23.
Yeah.
Looks like Michigan's in number 21. And, of course, Ohio State, Indiana, 1 and 2 in the most recent poll.
I mean, anybody see a picture on X of Curt Cignetti at Indiana, the way he looked when they were up 42-3? I thought he was going to rip somebody's head off. He looked so mad. He's up 42-3, and you look that mad. I think somebody jumped off sides. We're going to have a talk with that young man, because we don't do that in Indiana.
I see.
It's just
one of those kind of. Well, he fits into the Bobby Knight mold.
He's just kind of edgy. And how about Brian Kelly at LSU, where John Decker and brother Johnny were there?
Getting fired.
Well, that was coming. He had to beat Texas A&M. Everybody knew it. I mean, the thing with the third loss, the letdown Illinois' experience is we're out of it. Now it's no more talk about Illinois nationally.
Okay.
We're done. What we have to do now is get bowl eligible. No. You have to get bowl eligible because we're not. We've gone through these 5 and 7s enough to where we can't take it. And they know that. Brett knows that. Team knows that. I think we'll come out strong again. We're a much better team than Rutgers. I think we'll come out and win, get bowl eligible. We're going to be favored to win the last 4. Can we do it? If you go 3-1, you're 8-4, nice season. You go 4 in a row, you're 9, you can get to 10 again. We've never done 9 2 years in a row, ever in the history of Illinois football. So we're still on pace to maybe have a nice finish, get to a nice warm bowl. But the goal now is let's just go play really well and see if Aaron Henry's side can. It's not good. There's no way to spin that thing. It is a really, really disappointing defense. That's what it's shaken out to be. So that's a bummer. I got more.
How was it for them when they went to the game? Did you hear any reports?
Of who?
Of the LSU game.
Oh, yeah. Got tons of pictures. Okay. Everything was good until the game and even until halftime. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
And then the crowd started chanting, "Fire, Cali."
Right.
In the second half, and everybody left, and the thing was empty. It was bad. And then Brian Kelly, apparently he's not very good with people. It's just like, how do you get to be a coach at that level for 35 years and then get $54 million to get fired?
Mm-hmm.
$54 million to say goodbye.
That's right.
It's nuts. Anyway,
Say two is the Cajun expression, and that's all is what it means. And I guess that was also being said for the 64-year-old coach. $54 million to walk away?
Yeah, amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, they had a good time. We'll get Johnny and Johnny and John Decker on later this week to talk about the experience. Everything was great. It was just now they can say, well, we were at the last game of Brian Kelly until he got fired the next day.
That's right.
There was the assistant athletic director that stopped Brian Kelly before he left the field. I mean, they got crushed in the second half. It was like really close, then 49 to something. Texas A&M was far better. They're chanting "fire him," and he was talking to like one of his bosses on the field. So I don't know what that was. We have to meet tomorrow. 'Cause I don't know. It's tough business.
Don't leave town, sir.
Yeah, stay close. Answer your phone.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yikes.
But if you have $54 million and you're a failure at that stop, it certainly is an elixir and makes it feel a little better, I guess. And he didn't need money before he got there anyway. But anyway.
Well, how about the Bears now? We've combed over other losses, but Baltimore on top 30-16.
That's a disappointing loss with a third-string quarterback with Baltimore, third string. And it's Bears, I thought were going to win. Bears probably, if they were feeling like, okay, maybe we're graduating to a different level now. The Bears are, oh, darn. Baltimore's not very good. Tough one.
Okay.
Bad interception for Caleb Williams. Okay, let's just try the goal is the playoffs. That would be great. And maybe they can still do that. But disappointing yesterday.
Green Bay over Pittsburgh 34-25. How's Aaron Rodgers feeling about that?
He's 41, okay?
Okay.
He was looking at Micah Parsons all night and going, that's a really good pass rusher you got there. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Green Bay's pretty good, and so are the Lions, and the Bears, I think, are potentially playoff, but that was a disappointing bummer.
I mean, the Colts are 7-1, 38-14 over Tennessee.
You can argue the Colts are the best team. I mean, by not a lot, there's a lot of good teams. There's as much parity. There's no hammer. I guess you still got to beat the Philadelphias and the Kansas Cities to make it different. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of teams that get kind of on a roll and actually win a Super Bowl. It's just a real parity kind of feel in the NFL.
Couple of losses from our volleyball team. They'll face Minnesota at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Michigan and Illinois soccer tied at 1-1. So they'll continue on to the Big Ten tournament.
Yay, good work.
And they are a number 9 seed taking on number 8 seed Ohio State Thursday at 7 in West Lafayette. So that kind of sums up sports at the hour. And let's see, tonight's Monday Night Football. I think
Kansas
it's the
City,
Chiefs.
hosting
Washington Commanders. Yeah.
All right. Well, Chris Thomas, the volleyball coach for Purdue, anyway, said we were just too keyed up. Because they had rally towel night, and all those things.
Hail to the orange, all of that.
He said they were just all a click off. They got swept too. So not normally what they've been doing. Okay, let's check weather. Brought to you this morning by Carl.
Reminding you, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you can get a checkup at a mammogram at Mills Breast Cancer Institute and learn more at carl.org.
All right, we'll check your Fox business. The government is still shut. We've got some of that danger ahead. I'll tell you about that on why. It's 7:19.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity as expected. Just a couple of passing sprinkles over the past weekend. We'll get into a little more significant rain system, wind-driven at that for the middle part of the week. Then the start of an extended spell of quiet, dry weather as we roll into the beginning part of November. No big issues. A little bit of a breeze. Dry weather for Halloween Friday. We'll start off the trick-or-treat in the afternoon with temperatures in the 50s. For the day today, up near 65 with a mostly sunny sky, increasing easterly wind as the day wears on. Increasing cloudiness for tonight. A couple of sprinkles towards the dawn. Low down to 44. East wind for the day. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Shower and spots in the morning. More so tomorrow afternoon. Highs up near 60. East northeasterly winds. Occasional rain tomorrow night with a low down to 45 and a gusty northeast wind for the day on Wednesday. Rather windy. Rain at times a high near 53. Turning partly sunny. Couple of showers around on Thursday though. High up to about 52. Partly cloudy and 54 on Halloween Friday. Weekend highs in the 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
You've set your financial goals. One kid plans to go Big Ten, the other Ivy. Your bucket list includes seaside sunrises and sunsets on the slopes, or perhaps a second home away from it all. Busey Bank can help develop the right investment strategy to take charge of the years ahead. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
You're paying more for coffee and sodas, and that helped Keurig Dr. Pepper in the summer quarter. Sales rose 11% in the period. The company's raising its full-year outlook. Keurig is also in the process of buying Peet's Coffee's parent company, JDE Peet's, and it plans to separate its soda and coffee into two companies. Delta Airlines CEO Ed Bastian says he's seeing a small impact from the U.S. government shutdown. Bastian says it's costing the airline less than $1 million a day. He tells Reuters he's more concerned about the shortage of airport security staff. Striking Boeing workers in the St. Louis area have rejected the latest contract offer. Members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers walked off the job nearly 3 months ago. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jimmy Cosola, invested in you.
I'm Charles Payne. Listen to my Unstoppable Prosperity podcast so I can get you making money right now. 35 years on Wall Street taught me how to successfully invest in the stock market. In my 4-part series, I'm going to teach you too. Some of Fox Business's finest join me to help tell my story, impart crucial lessons from my Unstoppable Prosperity book, and to give you the tools to achieve your own financial dreams.
Listen anytime, everywhere at foxbusinesspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group. Some of the things that sellers can do to increase the value of their home.
We get this on almost every listing appointment. Hey, Nate, what can we do to increase the value of our home? We want to sell in a couple weeks. Are there some simple things we can do around the house? Or there's some major things that we can do around the house to increase the value or get a return on our investment? And again, not every home is created the same and not every situation is the same. So if we walk in there, there's definitely some items that we can do. Paint, floors, and hardware are the easy items where you get your biggest return out of every time. That's easy to say. But there's a lot of times where we'll get questions from sellers where they're asking us, should I update my bathroom? Where should I stop on my floors? Should I redo my roof? Should I do mechanicals? And I think a lot of that plays into the overall scope of your goals. We like to get into the house when it's really not even ready for the market. We can get in there and usually save that seller a lot of money and a lot of wasted time and energy by just offering some simple advice on how we would treat it if it was our own.
You can reach out at Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Hi, this is Les Hovland with Philo Exchange Bank. At our banks, we know the hearts of our communities beat with the rhythm of agriculture. Ag lending continues to be something we've excelled at for over 140 years. To you, the farmer, your business has been built on trusted relationships. When it comes to your banking relationship, we want to be your trusted partner.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, I have some Brett Bielema here after the game. Listen, his body language, his whole thing, he was dejected. But then he said he's looking forward to this week, and it's going to be an important. You got to forget about this thing because you can't let that go in. We're not in the playoffs anymore. We actually were in the talk. You had to beat Washington. You had to win the rest of your games, but there was a chance.
Right.
But Washington played hard. They're flying around. It just didn't look very good. So here's the coach after the game.
Well, first, give credit to Washington. I thought they obviously came in and executed their game plan. Offense, defense, special teams did some good stuff. Disappointed for our football team, our fans. Did a lot of preparation during the bye week and this past week to get to a better result than what we see today. But I always go back to right before you can expect to win a game, you got to stop from losing it. And we did enough things, self-inflicted wounds today, offense and defensively, a little bit in the kicking game that took away from our success. And it's my job as a head coach to get that corrected, identify it, find the answers to it, and especially a little bit frustrating when it's some of our older players, guys that have experienced what we expect here. So really, really big week in front of us. Obviously, Big Ten schedule to be at home in Memorial Stadium and have that going in our favor should be a positive. We got get ourselves healthy. I know a couple guys got banged up today. I think the guys did a good job of being resilient and trying to get back out there. I like the fight of our offense, especially in the second half. We're moving along, had a good manageable third down. We were kind of in a four down mode and get the big penalty there that took away from anything. And then to come out of that with an interception, just very, very uncharacteristic of our offense and what they do. But again, that was forced by an unforced error for us with a big penalty. So
you're talking about somebody kind of rolled on Luke Altmaier, kind of unnecessarily. It looked like Anyway, our lineman comes up after the play, pushes the guy in the back, and then instead of whatever it was going to be, add 15 more. That was
right.
You're supposed to protect your quarterback. I get that, but maybe you need to look at the situation. That was just a bad time to get a absolute. Everybody in the world would have thrown a flag. It just. Okay, so Jeremy Warner, Atlanta Inquirer, asks this.
Right. 5 Big Ten games in, giving up 40 points a game. I know some of those points are very difficult, but what do you need to be defensively? What do you want to be defensively?
Yeah, I think, a little bit of early down, but again, it just seems like every one of these games we go to a third and very manageable call, and we just can't come up with it. That's something that I've talked about the protections, talked about the coverages. I think we got to play to our players' strengths probably a little bit better, but take away what they do well. I think in the first quarter, we obviously talked a lot about this quarterback, and in the very first or second play, he takes off on a huge scramble, and just you have to stop them from doing the things they do well, and that was goal number one. We knew the whole offense ran through number two, and unfortunately, we weren't able to curtail that. Obviously, I haven't given them the right answers. We'll sit down and evaluate. I think the part that we have to understand, if we're playing zone coverage, then we have to be able to understand where those holes are, and because they're finding them. And then when we played man coverage, when our eyes are away from the quarterback, to not be able to get him down when he took off on the scramble was very frustrating. Especially if I have to get more involved, I will. I think the part.
If I have to get more involved, he's talking defense now. Defense is itself.
Okay.
Well,
that I really struggle with is sometimes it seems like we fix one thing and something else shows up. I do know we cut a guy loose there at the end down on the last drive there where we got within striking distance and they marched it down. We had I think a very manageable 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and that's when they caught number 12 over the middle there, and he was just running scot-free. And then I heard on the headset I wasn't able to watch play yet. We just cut a guy loose, like we were running man free, and the guy that was covering him just stopped covering him. And it's just inexcusable, and something that we got to figure out why that happened, and then obviously find out the answers of if he can't do it, then we got to find somebody else who can.
Yeah, listen, it's just the defense was terrible, and the defense has been pretty bad. So, yeah. Okay, so bottom line is this: the game is over. And this is a team of character. That they proved that to me after Indiana. Who wants to go play after you lost by 50? But you did, and you beat a heck of a good USC team. You had 2 minutes left, and all of a sudden, the game you had in hand, you were losing, and you went down to 1. Mm-hmm. That was a huge step. A win yesterday. Again, we're just not a playoff team. We're a bowl team. We are a bowl team. How good? We'll see. But we are a lot better than Rutgers, and I know the coaches are going to be pounding on the kids saying, guys, let's go. There's still a lot of season left. It can still be very nice. You win the last 4, you're 9-3. That's a heck of a year for us.
Yeah, it
really is. And then I think this whole process in golf, if you're in the final group, it's you and another guy. If you've never been there, it's a process. You're going to have to go through a few of those to where you're feeling really comfortable. Mm-hmm. For the Illini Nation to be introduced to, we can make the playoff or bust. I mean, that's kind of, huh? I just want a bowl. Well, now my expectations are ratcheting up. I think Brett Bielema can take us to that playoff at some point. It generally doesn't go that quickly. Oh, everybody's coming back. I know. But we have to evaluate, recruit, portal, better players. That's the goal, is keep ratcheting up on the talent. Because you look around at the playoff teams you're going to see, they're better than me. Man for man, most of the positions, they're just going to be better. They're not 3-star, they're 4 stars and 5 stars. We had to figure out how to bring that in, probably get more money for it and all that stuff. I mean, all these playoff teams are probably, all of them are going to have $20 million into this stuff. How are they getting more than that? Well, because they have jobs, they're hiring guys, and they have to do certain things, but you can overpay. There is a window for that, I understand. Bottom line is we got a really good football coach. We got a good program that's growing and getting better. We just have to snap it on and beat these teams that we're better than, play good football, clean football, which I don't think we've played a complete clean football game, and figure out how to not let the guys get so many yards on us every game. Even Purdue was getting wide open. Why is it? What do we do? That kind of thing?
Okay.
Something's not right. So let's figure it out. They're smart men that work extraordinarily hard. They work a zillion hours a week, and we're all pulling for them. But we're getting better, and the program's improving. It just takes a little time. All the time, it takes a little time to get it done. All right, be right back. 7:30.
Fox News. I'm CJ Papa. The second stop on President Trump's trip to Asia is Japan, where he met with the emperor late Monday night. Fox's Peter Ducey in Tokyo.
18,000 police officers have been activated, and they are fanned out across Tokyo to protect President Trump and his delegation while they move around Japan. He preps for big meetings in South Korea with China's Xi.
I have a lot of respect for President Xi. I like him a lot. He likes me a lot, I believe.
President Trump on board Air Force One. Now he meets Japan's first female prime minister Tuesday, Japanese time. The government shutdown stands at 27 days. President Trump says the fix is easy.
Democrats can solve that problem with air traffic control. All they have to do is say the country's open. We only need 5 votes.
President on board Air Force One. The Senate back in session today. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Well, University of Illinois police investigating a report of a sexual assault that happened at 57 East Springfield Avenue in Champaign. Officers noted several people fleeing from a vacant house for demolition. They stopped 2 individuals who reported that multiple people remained inside the house and that weapons might be present. NATO Nuclear Energy began drilling at the site of the future microreactor Friday, marking the start of a research partnership between the company and University of Illinois. The event was not a groundbreaking, but instead the first step of data collection so the company can file for a construction permit in accordance with nuclear regulations. Courage to Remember, an international traveling Holocaust exhibit, is on display at the Marketplace Shopping Center in Champaign. Admission to the exhibit is free of charge and runs until November 1st. Organized by the Champaign-Urbana Jewish Federation's Holocaust Education Center, the exhibit is open Monday to Friday, noon to 7 p.m. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, we check your weather, brought to you this morning by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, the Indoor Aquatic Center is a great choice for exercise, and there's all kinds of great fall programs to stay healthy and fit. UrbanaParks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Pretty decent spell of weather over the past weekend. We'll get into a significant rain with 3 weather systems congealing over the Ohio. This all expected for the middle part of the week, but welcoming that new month of November, the start of an extended spell of quiet weather for outdoor work and the last of fall field work and harvest across the area. This afternoon, mostly sunny, east wind 65, maybe a sprinkle after midnight tonight. It pours it on, low down to 44. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe shower in spots for the morning, more so in the afternoon. The high near 60, east-northeasterly winds. Winds pick up tomorrow night, so do the rains with a low down to 45. Rather windy, rainy at times for the day on Wednesday, cloudy and 53. Thursday, still a couple of lingering showers, windy, the high about 52 with a partly sunny afternoon. Halloween Friday, dry, a bit breezy, partly cloudy. Temperatures starting off in the low to mid 50s for the trick-or-treaters. For the weekend, quiet weather, a bit of a breeze, partly sunny. Weekend highs at 55 Saturday, up to 57 on Sunday, into the 50s early next week as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, listen to Jay Lehman on with Evan Stone and Curtis Allen after 3 this afternoon, replayed again after the 5 o'clock hour. That's who you need to listen to regarding what happened to us against Washington on Saturday. Jay Lehman, All-American, linebacker, great show on Mondays. That'll be later today, but everybody a little bah-rah about the, just feels like, the playoff stuff, that kind of the dream, which I had a hard time buying into, but now my future thinking is going to be okay, that's my new goal. Mm-hmm. My goal this year was a bowl even after the Citrus Bowl. I said, let's just get to bowl. No, we're going to go to the playoffs. Oh, really? Oh, everybody's coming back. Okay. It's hard. There are really a lot of good football teams. I did watch on TV the LSU Texas A&M. It's just different looking.
Right.
The Texas A&M team, wow.
49-25 over LSU.
Yeah, they're just an Indiana 56-6 over a UCLA team that had been playing very good football. But oops, they go into Bloomington and
And Brian Kelly then lost his job.
Yeah, well, now the number 1 job is LSU. Probably Penn State's probably the second best job. So there's going to be a bidding war for some of the coaches that, yeah, it's good for the coaching business, I guess, but be prepared, keep your boxes, because you don't necessarily stay somewhere a really long time. Okay,
we heard from somebody in line, typically turning in their materials for the State Board of Elections, just knowing that that's happening October 27th through November 3rd for that March 17th general primary elections.
So you have to turn in all the paperwork.
That's right.
Signatures and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then presumably they're verifying those. And,
that's right.
Yeah.
It's a process.
217-359-2255. If you want to jump on the Fisher National Bank text line, you're welcome to do so. So the government is shut, and all weekend long you saw all the things on X about what's going to happen if you take away my EBT, the food stamps, old food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And how we're going to go in and just steal it and you better not stop me kind of stuff. Because there are some people that, I mean, I couldn't believe this, and I don't know if I do. Is it possible for a woman of 6 children to get $10,000 a month? Child care, EBT, $10,000? It can't be right. So that's why, I don't know, but she's freaking out. I mean, you would freak out. If all of a sudden Saturday you don't have any more money to buy food for 6 children, there was someone with 7 kids and 7 daddies. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I personally heard a conversation at the general store that was off of, Bradley and Market when I was waiting in line saying, I think I need to have another baby.
What are we doing? What exactly?
Checkout gal who was
you get like
ringing out.
Don't you get $200 a month?
Talking family planning.
$200 a month?
What are we doing?
But Diane, you don't get more than like $200 a month for a baby, I don't think. It's not that much. I don't know. I just know that we have created this. Listen carefully.
My sister made a video about how my whole entire family gets EBT. And everyone is calling us bums because we don't work and we live off the government. And we are proud of that. Growing up, this is what we were taught. We were taught to not have to work. We were taught to live off the government because it is there for us to use. And from what I could remember, it all started back with my grandparents. My grandparents used to get the paper coupons to go and pay for, food and stuff like that. And that's when I was like, this is free money. Like, what? So living off of EBT is literally a tradition in our family. Once my grandparents passed away, my mom started, applying, and she got approved for all 6 of us kids. And then, once my sister got older, she had her first child, she applied for food stamps, and she got, it was just like, a domino effect. One after another, we all got approved for EBT. And guess what? It's not going to stop there. Why? Because I have taught my children, and I'm going to be teaching my grandchildren, that they should do the same thing. They don't have to work. They could just have children, put themselves on EBT, get child support, all of that I do so I don't have to work, they could do it themselves too.
Okay.
EBT is Electronics Benefits Transfer.
Yeah.
And SNAP Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
But I saw several places where people were going, she's getting her nails done. Like painted little figurines on the fingernail, $85 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that if you're on EBT? I mean, that's a luxury, isn't it?
Right.
It's not a necessity. Now, here's a woman I think that has it right. She used EBT. It was a temporary deal to help her get over the hump.
Hear me out. Went and got my nails done earlier because I work and I can pay for those, right? The whole topic of conversation in there was how in the state of Tennessee, the governor has declared that there'll be no food stamps or WIC for the month of November. And there was a lot of hooping and hollering and complaining in there that they don't know how they're going to feed their babies or get their babies milk. But was in there getting their nails done, their lashes done, getting designs put on it, and this, that, and the other. And I raised 2 children by myself. I did get WIC, and I did get food stamps until they were 6 months old, both of them. I'm very, very grateful for it. I still praise Jesus for it. I believe it is designed to help you when you have no other choice until you can get a job and support yourself, okay? Do not act like I'm saying that food stamps and WIC is wrong. But at the same time, I was not going to get my nails done and my lashes done and special designs on and then sitting there acting like it was my state's obligation to get my kids milk. How about not get your nails done if you're worried about your children not having milk in the month of November?
Yeah, it's a question of what you're used to. And if you're on a drug, say you're on cocaine and you don't have cocaine, I wouldn't know what that is, but you're addicted to something and all of a sudden you cold turkey, that isn't very good. You will have people stealing like crazy and getting violent because they're panicking. So we've got to figure out how we don't allow this tradition like a welfare family. You gotta know what the essence of what we're trying to do. We help you when you need it, but you're going to learn how to go catch your own fish, feed your own family, be a productive member of society versus living off the government. Because guess what? We all can't do that. There's not enough money to do it. Some of that's called socialism.
Here we are in Washington, D.C., and it is shut down. But now here, it's both Pennsylvania's voice here in the U.S. Senate, even though we are in a different party. And we both want to talk about why we believe it's so important to reopen this government.
23 days, 12 votes. Senator Fetterman and I have both voted to open up the government. We agree on that 100%. It's really starting to hurt Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvanians, air traffic controllers, border patrol, and also 2 million recipients of SNAP. We've got to get the government open. That's our main responsibility. And I'd say that regardless of what party's in the majority.
So I think we both, our votes are about country over party at this point. And now we have 2 million Pennsylvanians that rely on SNAP. That's gonna stop. And now you can now reopen this government and have an earnest conversation about extending those tax credits. We know we're gonna participate in this process. That's why we both vote to open up our government. We're in a different party. We're on the same team for Pennsylvania and our nation.
Pennsylvanians expect it. Pennsylvanians deserve it.
That's Mike McCormick and John Fetterman. Those two senators who represent Pennsylvania. This will be the last term, the only term John Fetterman will ever serve. It's a 6-year term, but in 28 he will be gone. So they're going to primary him and he's not going to win on the left with the progressives. He's talking out of school now. You don't do that.
Right.
What are you doing, man? You're not a team player, aren't you? Oh, okay. Well, we'll see you later because you're not going back. I like John Fetterman. He's our Joe Manchin. All right. It looks like you're going to have a socialist/communist mayor of New York. They had a big rally last night. Thousands of people showed up, and they're screaming for Zavron Mondani.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of those before and after things.
I never called for the legalization of prostitution. I'm not calling for that today either.
Let's go to the videotape.
While this bill does not decriminalize sex work, I would like to register my support for such legislation, my eagerness for that debate, and for my fundamental belief that sex work is work.
Okay, that's Mondani, your next mayor of New York.
Okay.
Legalize prostitution, free buses, federal grocery stores, freeze the rent. No matter what the owners have to pay.
Child care.
Oh, man. Yeah, and what has he run before? He's an assemblyman who's missed, according to Andrew Cuomo, like 80% of all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think
That's a community activist, not so active.
Yeah, and he's tall and handsome.
Yeah, sure.
Smooth talker and all that.
Absolutely.
And then you're going, how in the world would anybody fall for any of all this? How in the world?
I mean, it's just like me for Obama, for that matter, Stevie.
Well, I was hoping for a moderate. No, didn't work out. I was obviously very nervous about Barack Obama. Seemed like a cool guy, good speaker. And I had no idea. Boy, first thing he did was said, yeah, that whole health care, Nancy, you take over. I'm going, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
So here's when the question is, how can you possibly fall for stuff like socialism is good? Don't you learn from past countries and what happens when you run out of money and the violence happens and then they shut you down and you can't do this? It's demotivating because my neighbor sleeps and I work and he gets half my money. I mean, that kind of thing. Well, here's the man on the street.
Uh-oh.
I'm quite certain this audience will know every single question, the answer to every single question.
Here we go.
This is tough. This is rough to hear because these are age of voting people. These people vote.
You know how many states make up the United States?
50.
You know what the capital is?
Of
The United States?
Harrisburg? Oh,
Is there a capital in the U.S.?
You tell me.
No.
Do you know what century we're in?
No.
How many make up 1 dozen?
Wait, what?
How many make up 1 dozen?
How many make up 1 dozen? How many what?
Like how many eggs are in 1 dozen?
10.
Yes. Know what the 3rd month of each year is?
February.
Yes. Do you know what 2 countries border the U.S.?
What countries border the U.S.?
Border.
Canada?
Yeah, and what?
Russia?
Yes. How many moons does the Earth have?
6.
Yes. How many states make up the United States?
6.
Yes. How many letters are in the alphabet?
24?
Do you know how many seasons there are?
12. I don't know. 12?
Yes. What language do the people in Idaho speak?
Potato.
Wait, what? What language?
I don't know. The first thing that came to mind was potatoes.
How many states make up the United States? Guess a number if you don't know. 5. Yes. What continent are we on right now?
What continent? I think like North Africa.
What's 3 times 3 times 3?
18.
Yes. How many cents are in $1?
How many cents are $1?
Yeah.
1, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 6.
Yes. Do you know what country we gained our independence from?
Mexico, right? No, that's so wrong. Russia. I don't know.
Give me a final guess.
Canada. I don't know.
Yes. Do you know what year the U.S. was founded?
1827.
I didn't even play it all.
Why is he saying yes?
Because he's looking at the camera going, yes, you're right. Just kept saying yes just to make him feel good.
Okay.
I mean, those people vote, and you're saying, well, you can pick that out all day. Well, he's walking down the street, and you're talking to, there's a mostly younger, nobody over 40.
I mean, are we just not getting that in school?
Listen, there's a failure in our education, but there's a failure at home. There's a real flat tire at home. Kids ought to know 26 letters in the alphabet by the time they're 2. You ought to be able to sound out words when you're 3 or 4 now, if you have somebody that helps you at home. Kids cannot raise themselves. They just can't. They're not gonna be able to do that because they don't know how to do stuff. You have to tell them how to do stuff, and you have to tell them what's right and wrong. There's good and bad and right and wrong.
Well, I know that screens are part of the education process these days.
Screens have been a disaster. I was against them. I said age limit on who can even have a smartphone. It's worse than I thought.
I remember.
It's worse than I thought.
10 years ago, we thought phones should maybe be double digits. It's when people...
I had it at 16. Now it's 21 for me. I'm sorry. There's
a phone at 21.
You can have a Cricket to call somebody for a ride, whatever
Just
they're
like
called.
a flip phone
Absolutely.
that dials 3 people.
I'm all for that. We gave our kids phones in 6th grade just so they could call us, but it wasn't a smartphone.
Right.
That's fine. I just think net, I'm on it too long. You're on it too long. We're all on it too long because there's so much there. You're doing emails,
Right.
you're doing all these things. You're quote business-like, and we've got to do the... Yeah, we've been able to multitask and work 14 hours a day now because of our phones. I'm just saying, I think we need to wire Aunt Martha's phone back up on the wall. Long cord so you can go in the other room, somebody can hear you, the whole thing.
You're right.
I think it'd be...
Privacy on the porch.
I'm
in
just
the Ducey
telling you.
residence in Tolono.
Net, the whole thing's been a disaster. Net. There's some great things. Some things you can do. You can get the word out on great things. You can raise more money. You can go fund me on families that really need it. There's some really good things. But overall, no. We're hurting. We have a lot of families that don't have a lot of guidance in their life. And it's a rough deal. And so these kids grow up not knowing that they're 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. A few different people asked how many states.
So how can we possibly avoid something that says, I'm going to pay for all your stuff? Okay. They don't know that we have a nation's capital. They don't know that. So, yeah, you just got to get them to vote or vote for them or
Well,
whatever you do.
there's a 217 texter. There's 2 ways to make a slave: work without pay and pay without work. We're currently living the latter. Steve and Diane, the government programs have become a way of life. Our country is the way to entitling. The days of doing without and cutting back just doesn't happen. So doing without and cutting back just doesn't happen. We just keep providing, according to
I understand that.
Rick and that.
No, but we built that. We, as a country, we built this attitude of it's okay, and you can't take that away. And if I go to the store, you stay out of my way because I'm going to bull you. And people at the grocery stores aren't going to fight them. They're trained to let them go. I see a lot of security at different stores now. People that walk around, they're not carrying anything, but I don't know what they're going to do. In any event, it's the cold turkey. That's Saturday now. So it's panic time for these people that have been given. And now you got to figure out, how can we evolve out of this?
Right.
Governor Jim Edgar once told me that he said the proudest moment he ever had as a governor for 8 years in Illinois was when he was in Chicago. He was somewhere on the south side. A massive bunch of people came up to him, and one very big man said, "Are you Edgar?" And he said, "I just run $4 million of television commercials. I couldn't lie."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Yes, I am." And his detail he was by himself.
Oh, boy.
And the guy said, "I was so mad at you when you made me go to work." And he had his little girl on his shoulder. She said, "Now she knows where I am every day I'm working." There was more of a self-reliance, proud feel that I can actually show her that that's a better way than complaining about how much you're getting from the government. You're trying to say, maybe you don't need the government help. If you get into bind, yeah, that's when it should be there. But it's a temporary thing. It's not a generational this legacy this woman's talking about. She's going to teach her children, her grandchildren. That's just not right.
I know it. That's exactly what we were hearing at the Salt and Light benefit for the Masquerade Ball last Thursday night about teaching people how to work.
Yeah.
And the value, the worthiness of, and the dignity, and the connections you're making at work helps your mental health as you're talking with coworkers and interacting and having something to do every day and feeling that value of being a productive person.
You just can't have a legacy of not doing it the way it was intended. Get some help when you need it. Get off it when you don't. Be a positive, productive part of society, and you feel better. You have much more sense of I'm worthy of something. We are so searching in this country right now for value. We're searching for purpose. We're searching for the why. And for me, it's Jesus. It's faith. It's having a peace. These folks aren't waking up with any peace. It's hard, and they're struggling. And I'm telling you, we're on a bit of a hamster wheel here for a lot of people in this country. We have 45 million people getting food stamps.
Well, it says 41.7 million in this most recent search. It's 12.3% of the U.S. population in 2024.
That's a lot of folks.
That's a lot of people.
So we have got to, and I don't.
And is there a problem with the way we're dishing this out when it comes to help?
If you're talking about 41.7 million people, are you really vetting them? Or are you just moving paperwork through? And then you're saying, well, they've been on it a long time. They just have. You can't accept that. Somebody's got to break the mold and say, I'm not doing this. I'm getting out and I'm going to make something of myself. We'll go do something. This legacy thing and the expectation is you owe me because you need to. Yeah, it's your responsibility to help me raise these kids. Wow. Okay, 217-359-2255. Check your weather. Brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Your premier provider for home improvements, been around since 1955. If you're looking for improvements when it comes to weatherizing your home, better windows or doors, learn more at kramersiding.com.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois Champaign event is Saturday. Pretty decent spell of weather over the past weekend. We'll get into a significant rain with 3 weather systems congealing over the Ohio. This all expected for the middle part of the week, but welcoming that new month of November started with an extended spell of quiet weather for outdoor work and the last of fall field work and harvest across the area. This afternoon, mostly sunny, east wind 65, maybe a sprinkle after midnight tonight and towards the dawn, low down to 44. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe shower in spots for the morning, more so in the afternoon, the high near 60, east-northeasterly winds. Winds pick up tomorrow night, so do the rains with a low down to 45. Rather windy, rainy at times for the day on Wednesday, cloudy and 53. Thursday, still a couple of lingering showers, windy, the high about 52 with a partly sunny afternoon. Halloween Friday, dry, a bit breezy, partly cloudy, temperatures starting off in the low to mid 50s for the trick-or-treaters. For the weekend, quiet weather, a bit of a breeze, partly sunny, weekend highs of 55 Saturday, up to 57 on Sunday, into the 50s early next week as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Dryer shot, honey. I can't fix it this time.
We don't have money in the budget for a new appliance. I just paid off the credit card bill. What the hey?
I'm calling Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Gonna beat them up on price. Watch this.
Appliance World Sales. This is Paul.
Need a dryer? Not gonna overpay, bud, or I'll go right down the street.
Have a GE electric dryer right here for $50 a month.
Oh, sure. And with interest, I'll pay for it twice, I bet.
Not at all. No interest until 2027.
And to qualify, I'll bet I have to buy a washer and a refrigerator and a range.
Nope. No interest until January 2027 on just the dryer or any purchase over $600 on invoice.
Seriously? Let me guess. No free extended protection like you guys talk about.
Free 10-year extended protection plan is still yours.
Well, wow. I'll be right there. Just one other thing. Can you tell my wife I
beat me up for the deal? Think she's pulling in the parking lot now.
Put us down for the washer too, Paul.
Wow. And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
All right, got to get to the news here coming up. We talked obviously the first half hour about Brett Bielema and the Fighting Illini football team. Very disappointed at what happened at Washington. Washington's A, very good football team.
Mm-hmm.
B, we make too many mistakes. Brett had mentioned that you got to quit losing these games versus winning these games. Don't make the mistakes that cause you to lose. We got to figure out how to quit losing games. And we make too many mistakes. And so it's just now on to get bowl eligible. Oh, come on. We're going to get bowl eligible. You see what happened to Penn State when they lost to Oregon? Collapsed. This football coach isn't going to let them do that.
Right.
They're going to come out strong. They're going to beat Rutgers this Saturday at 11 a.m. on a sellout. There'll be a great crowd. It'll be fun to tailgate.
That's right.
It's a letdown because it's almost like, oh, man. But see, what's happening is my expectations growing. I think that's great. We want to strive to be champions. But the fans, I haven't been there. I didn't believe it at all this year. I believe we're a bowl team. And I'm just shooting for 2 bowls in a row, man. And then next year, I'm going to say, okay, let's see what we got. Let's go to a bowl. That's a given. That's the ante now. Let's go to a bowl, which has never been the ante here because we've never been able to do it. We've tried. But I think a bowl every year would be great. Obviously, the more you win, the better the bowl, all that stuff. But just to get the 15 extra practices and be that team that is always there. I tell you, Brett Bielema's turned this thing around to a point of expectations are rising. We have a chance to be very, very good. We have a chance to actually get to the playoffs, and I think we're going to do that. I I'm sorry it's not this year. You had it everybody kind of jacked up for it. It would have been really, really fun to win a game like that, but didn't play well enough, and the defense obviously is a concern. Okay, the news is next. Yeah, Oz Perlman was featured last night on 60 Minutes.
Right.
Is anybody? Yeah, you've seen him, right?
There was
my
a
gosh.
text in about that.
I will tell you what this guy does. It is unreal.
A mentalist.
No. You've never seen. It's unbelievable. I've seen a lot of it. I'll tell you all about it. It's coming up. You're listening to WXJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Konnichiwa, Mr. President. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump is in Tokyo, Japan, the second stop on his trip to Asia after Malaysia. South Korea is next. He says he's consider extending the trip to add a meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un again.
I haven't mentioned it. I haven't said anything, but I'd love to meet with him if he'd like to meet. I got along great with Kim Jong-un. I liked him. He liked me. If he wants to meet, I'll be in South Korea.
They met in person 3 times during the president's first term. He sat down with Japan's Emperor Naruhito after landing in Tokyo. Today meets tomorrow with the new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi. 27 days into a government shutdown. A lot of federal food aid stops if it lasts until Saturday.
The USDA, which administers federal SNAP benefits, posted this warning on its website. Bottom line, the well has run dry. At this time, there will be no benefits issued November 1st. Democrats, can continue to hold out for health care for illegal aliens and gender mutilation procedures, or reopen the government so mothers, babies, and the most vulnerable among us can receive critical nutrition assistance. And bear in mind that more than 40 million people are on that program.
Fox's Doug Luzader. Democrats say President Trump can save that program if he wants. There's money in an emergency fund. Midterm elections in Argentina have given Trump ally President Javier Milei more support in Congress.
The Trump administration offered Argentina a $40 billion aid package after tying future U.S. support to Milei's performance in the midterms. President Trump congratulating Milei on Truth Social, writing, quote, "Our confidence in him was justified by the people of Argentina." Angelo Bavaro, Fox News.
The world's oldest president, Paul Biya in Cameroon, 92 years old, is declared the winner of this month's election. At least 4 people have been shot and killed by security forces during pro-opposition protests. America's listening to Fox News.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
News. Hurricane Melissa is on track to be the strongest to ever make landfall in Jamaica, crawling along very slowly, expected to just sit there, basically dropping rain for more than a day.
Where we have landfall will be critically important because Melissa, size-wise, is pretty compact, which does mean that the most ferocious and powerful winds are held closest to that core. This is going to be a huge impact whether you are hit by that eye wall or not, but obviously the most concerns when it comes to the wind will be the eye wall.
Fox weather meteorologist Britta Merwin. A Boeing strike continues.
Striking Boeing workers in the St. Louis area have rejected the latest contract offer. Members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers walked off the job nearly 3 months ago. The strike at Boeing Defense has delayed delivery of fighter jets and other programs. Union leadership says the offer failed to address the needs of its members and was essentially the same as previously rejected offers. The union has accused Boeing of bargaining in bad faith and filed an unfair labor practice complaint with the National Labor Relations Board on October 16th. Ginny Coselda, Fox News.
Social networking giants are in more trouble in Europe.
Both TikTok and Meta are now being ruled to have violated the European Commission's Digital Services Act, otherwise known as the DSA. The law is aimed at curbing harmful online content and obligates companies running social media platforms to give EU government researchers ample access to their inner workings. And they say that TikTok and Meta are failing to be forthcoming. The Commission calls their procedures for requesting data burdensome. Neither company agrees with the findings. European law could mandate Meta and TikTok be fined in amounts up to 6% of their global annual revenue. Eben Brown, Fox News.
Stock futures are higher and stocks are up overseas after President Trump says he expects a trade deal with China this week. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Nano Nuclear Energy started drilling at the site of a future microreactor Friday. It marks the start of a research partnership between the company and University of Illinois. The event was not a groundbreaking, but instead the first step of data collection so the company can file for a construction permit in accordance with nuclear regulations there. Well, Moody's Investors Service upgrading Illinois' rating to an A2 for the state's general obligation bonds. They say this recognition comes as Illinois has made significant financial progress, including passing 7 consecutive balanced budgets and increasing the rainy day fund. Dining room for Newman Hall on the University of Illinois campus receiving a red placard during a recent health inspection, meaning it's now closed. However, the establishment has announced alternate meal options for its residents as they look to fix those health concerns. That's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Joe Miller.
All right. Good morning. It's the 8 o'clock hour, 217-359-2255. It's the Fisher National Bank text line, 806. Meteorologist Greg Solier joins us at this hour. As we have Halloween and you said a 54 and a little windy, but should not be raining on the trick-or-treaters, 6 to 8 in Champaign on Friday night. And I'm always... leapfrog into I don't have any candy. Am I doing this thing? Are we doing this thing, or are I turning off the lights? That's what the choices are.
You got to buy someone. Maybe Janet buys the candy and hides it from you, or the other way around.
No,
and then it's there for Friday. So
we were playing a game. If you had to swear off something for life, would you swear off? What was it? The choices were candy, pizza, or chocolate. Which would you swear off for life? For me, candy.
Probably candy.
I would say candy.
Can't do
pizza. It's a little more broad based.
How could you swear out pizza?
Can't do pizza.
You
can still have. Where does chocolate fall? Is it
chocolate would be its own category? No, I do chocolate.
Yeah, that's fine. You
can hang in there with chocolate. I just have to give up my taffies. That's all.
Oh,
and that'd be okay for I gotta stay away from the taffies. I am taffied out.
He loves the yellow
Laffy
banana.
Taffy. Yeah.
Do you like it with the sprinkles on it, like taffy apples? Are we talking about here?
Just talking little wrapped taffy.
Right.
Like the banana kind.
Like saltwater taffy.
Yeah, something like that. Except these are banana.
Right.
But anyway,
over the years, my kids would trick or treat, and then they'd weed out. You put all the categories of your favorites over here, and then you have the taffies, and they'd have a special baggie for Stevie.
Anna was giving me taffies like every year, and then she met Seth, and lo and behold, that's his favorite one too.
Exactly.
I got totally boxed out of the whole deal. I have not had a taffy from here since she met her husband. Unbelievable.
Exactly.
8:08. Let's jump to our weather meteorologist Greg Solier. Busey for over 157 years. Busey has been Busey in Champaign County. Amazing run. They started in 1868. Weather also brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. He's over at State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor. Kurt and State Farm are there. Our meteorologist, the learned one, is meteorologist Greg Solier, with laying out the last few days of October before we fall back on the clock Saturday night.
That's right, 2 a.m. before you retire, and most clocks and time devices these days do it automatically, so a little more sun for a while, at least into the morning, but sundown, you don't want to get into that. In any event, a few sprinkles over the course of the weekend. It's been raining along the I-70 corridor on southward, just to the east of good old St. Louis right now. They've had some rainfall totals over the past few hours of a quick half inch, so some of those far southern Corn Belt areas getting rain. We'll get into rain with one system from from the northwest. This feature to the south, and a little wraparound effect of what's going to turn out to be catastrophic. Hurricane level 4 Melissa through the island chains of the Caribbean, out through Jamaica, and then finally out across the southwestern Atlantic. Will wrap that moisture back in for a wind-driven system Wednesday. But don't worry, don't panic. Lots of opportunities on a very quiet, comfortable first half of the month of November here in East Central Illinois. So don't push it with outdoor work and field work in mind. Sunshine, 65 today. We're now at 43 at Willard and Savoy. East wind, maybe a sprinkle after midnight tonight and towards the dawn. Low down to 44 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Maybe a shower in spots for the morning. Better odds tomorrow afternoon. The high near 60. And the rains pick up, and so do the northeast winds tomorrow night through Wednesday. Some goodly totals of an inch expected, with a low of 45 tomorrow night, just 53 on Wednesday, and a few more showers linger Thursday. Some afternoon sun, windy at 52. Partly cloudy for Halloween Friday, a bit breezy. We'll start things off at about 54 in the mid-afternoon, fall to the upper 40s, then quiet weather for the weekend, including the time change here Sunday morning. Daytime readings will head into the 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, buddy, thank you so much. 10 after 8, I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Illinois loses at Washington 42-25.
Yes.
Yeah, so that obviously ended the playoff dream of making the final 12 teams, but we had a lot to play for. We were not bowl eligible. Play Rutgers, then I think it's a week off again.
Yes, November 8th we'll have off. And
then it's Maryland. Or is it at Wisconsin for now?
No, Maryland is home on the 15th.
And then at Wisconsin.
Yes, on the 22nd.
Home Northwestern.
That's right.
These are all
29th.
teams that I think we're better than all of the last four, but we got to go prove it. And you think about all this expectation built because everybody came back from a team that won the Citrus Bowl, right? The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. 11-point underdogs to SET. We won. We beat South Carolina. Wow, so then we're coming back. All the linemen. That means we have to replace the whole offensive line then, right? If they're all going seniors and older, and I think we might have a real. And we're going to miss Luke Altmaier now.
Yeah, that's right.
3-year starter, very unusual. Can he play in the NFL? I don't know.
Rutgers beat Purdue 27-24.
Well, Rutgers made 2 field goals in the last minute.
Oh, wow.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
They tied it, and then maybe timeout, punt, pass. I don't know. Fumble, I don't know what happened. But anyway, Rutgers did win. And remember Rutgers last year? The game's over. We lose. And somehow Rutgers called timeout. We didn't have any. So we had 2 more plays. We were probably going to get down there and tie it. I think we were down 3. And Pat Bryant took the pass over the middle and scored with like 2 seconds left in the corner of the end zone. He ran all the way. That was Rutgers. So we probably lost that game. If they don't call timeout, I don't think we win. Anyway, so that was very close.
I'm just looking at some of Maryland's scores. Looks like UCLA came out on top on Saturday, October 18th.
Right.
They must have had a bye weekend this past weekend.
That's Mike Locksley.
20-17.
Remember Mike Locksley, offensive coordinator for Ron Zook.
I see.
Kai Locksley spent a lot of nights at our house.
And see, Maryland will play Indiana on Saturday, November 1st.
Good luck to you. I'm all in on Indiana from the standpoint they're real good. So we'll see. And this coach is a piece of work. He's just an unusual dude.
Cignetti.
Kurt Cignetti, on his first presser, whenever he came 2 years ago, came to Indiana, says, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that, and we're going to win a championship. And we're going to right, coach. When's basketball started, IU? Crazy.
In Wisconsin, seems like they've had a rough go of it, but look at their schedule. They were beat by Oregon this past weekend, 21-7. Ohio State beat them 34-0 the week before. They had a game against Iowa, 37-0.
Tough schedule.
Michigan came out on top, 24-10.
So a rough deal.
I know that was their October.
We'll go up there, and they're going to think they can beat me, and maybe they can, but not all the kids are going anymore up there. They sell out. They kind of quit going. I don't know if Luke Fickell will make it. What about the trend of college coaches getting fired 5 games in.
Right.
I mean, that's like happening regularly.
I feel like that's something that Jay Lehman had commented on one of these Mondays when he comes in after 3 on the drive.
Like you lose 3 in a row and you're not supposed to, you lose your job.
Right, and the
Sunday.
coaching carousel has begun.
No, it'll be
mid-season.
interesting. The price of coaching just went up.
Mm-hmm.
If Lane Kiffin is the number 1 coach out there, he's coaching Mississippi right now. If he's the number 1 guy and LSU and Penn State are bidding on him, it's going to be maybe more than that, $12 million. I think the top guy's $12 million a year now in college football, $12 million a year. Plus, they have great attorneys who get him the $54 million buyout that Brian Kelly gets. $54 million.
Someone had texted in about Brian Kelly and the $54 million to not work at LSU anymore. Wow.
And won't you think Brian Kelly will get one of the jobs that are now open? Probably.
I mean, would he go to Penn State right away?
I don't know. Based on what everybody's saying about the dude is not very nice. He's not a schmoozer. He's just, I don't know. How can you not be a schmoozer 35 years in coaching? But apparently
His record at ISU, 34-14.
At LSU is 34-14, which is
doesn't seem bad to me.
Totally unacceptable.
Over 4 seasons in Baton Rouge.
I think Brett Bielema has a winning record in Illinois in 4 years, and that's pretty dang good.
Sure.
Yeah. And here, again, it's a little different because we're just trying to make a bowl every year, and I think we're accomplishing that with Brett Bielema, and I think we'll go higher. It's just, I tell you, how important is player evaluation to really think, okay, this guy's my guy. This is who I want. That ain't that easy because it's hard to know how they're going to react when they're under fire, man.
So it looks like Brett Bielema's record, 31-22 record at Illinois.
That's amazing.
Career record is 128-80 in 17 seasons as an NCAA coach.
Go back and see if you find any other Illinois coach who tried Robert Zupke. And, of course, John Makovic was only here 3 years. He has the best percentage winning record at Illinois at 31-16. But Robert Zupke has the most wins ever. He's a guy who coaches from like 1914 to 1940. And I have Brett Bielema actually surpassing Robert Zupke when Brett's 68. If he wins 8 games a year, boom, let's go. Get it done. Other sports headlines, is there, what World Series are doing tonight?
We haven't mentioned the split now between Toronto and playing in LA tonight. So 5-1 was the most recent game.
Dodgers, evened up.
Right.
Now they play 3 in L.A.
7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. So Toronto's good, but Dodgers pitching is, man, they have, I don't know how to say his name, Yamamoto, the Japanese pitcher went a complete, Yamamoto?
I think so.
He went a complete game, a second in a row, all 9 innings. Nobody does that anymore.
Yamamoto,
terrific pitcher with a sinker.
Absolutely.
Disappears. So,
man, they've got some players.
Yeah, they do. Though I presume the game will start like at 5 LA time because it can't start too late on the East Coast.
Right, 7 o'clock for us.
So it's 8 o'clock Eastern for Toronto.
And the big news, the winners, tied over the weekend, was Illinois soccer, making the Big Ten tournament as the number 9 seed. So they'll play Thursday in West Lafayette against number 8 seed Ohio State, but they tied with Michigan yesterday 1-1.
Okay, great season
record
for soccer.
Awesome.
Hey, the holidays kind of upon us. Easy to forego financial plans, but now's the time to organize and plan for tax issues. Busey Wealth Management, tax planning, maximize tax deductions means you pay less tax. Charitable contributions that can benefit your overall financial plan. You can plan for college. There's a whole bunch of opportunities, and it's never too early to plan for that. What, you're going to save too much? That'd be good. Retirement planning. Got to think about what you want it to look like. Wealth transfer. What you got as far as the kids and what you're planning to do with your estate. Effective estate planning can help preserve your assets, reduce taxes paid by your heirs, and unlock opportunities for future generations. Start your year-end planning today with the experienced professionals at Busey Wealth Management to get and stay financially fit through next year and beyond. You can call them at 800-67-BUSEY or visit busey.com. Investment products and services not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee. Busey since 68. University of Illinois started 1867. All right, the guy's name is Oz Perelman.
Yes.
This is a mentalist, unlike anything I've ever seen. I'm going to try and dig up a clip so you can hear some of this. He was on 60 Minutes last night. He's exploded. He has been going to training camps in the summer for NFL football team. He's been to a lot of NFL, and he blows them away. They have no idea what he's doing, but some of the stuff he's doing, I don't get it. David Copperfield was a great magician. I don't know what this guy's doing, because what he's doing is off the charts. I'll explain a little bit coming up. 8:19 ESPN 93.5. Here's Greg.
Well, good everyone. Let's check weather. For Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity as expected. Just a couple of passing sprinkles over the past weekend. We'll get into a little more significant rain system, wind-driven at that for the middle part of the week. Then the start of an extended spell of quiet, dry weather as we roll into the beginning part of November. No big issues. A little bit of a breeze. Dry weather for Halloween Friday. We'll start off the trick-or-treat in the afternoon with temperatures in the 50s. For the day today, up near 65 with a mostly sunny sky. Increasing easterly wind as the day wears on. Increasing cloudiness for tonight. A couple of sprinkles towards the dawn. Low down to 44. East wind for the day tomorrow. Mostly cloudy. Shower and spots in the morning. More so tomorrow afternoon. Highs up near 60. East-northeasterly winds. Occasional rain tomorrow night with a low down to 45 and a gusty northeast wind for the day on Wednesday. Rather windy. Rain at times a high near 53. Turning partly sunny. Couple of showers around on Thursday though. High up to about 52. Partly cloudy and 54 on Halloween Friday. Weekend highs in the 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm Greg Solier.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
There is optimism on Wall Street after China said it reached a preliminary consensus with the U.S. on key trade issues. This week also will see the Federal Reserve decision on interest rates on Wednesday and major tech earnings starting Wednesday. Keurig Dr. Pepper shares are up 8.5%. The K-Cup Coffee and Beverage Company is boosting its full-year sales forecast. Coffee prices are higher, but coffee lovers are still buying. Sales of its sodas, which it calls refreshment beverages, also rose. Boeing defense workers in the St. Louis area have rejected the latest contract offer. They've been off the job for nearly 3 months. And Cigna Group says it will launch a new rebate-free pharmacy benefit model in response to the Trump administration's initiatives. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Hi, I'm Teresa Giudice.
I'm Clay Aiken.
I am Dre DeMatteo. Hi, everyone. I'm Jill Whelan.
Hey, everybody. It's Billy Baldwin.
It's Patricia Heaton.
Hey, everyone. I'm Nicole Palizzi. It's Candace Bushnell.
Hey, everyone. It's Henry Golding.
Hey, everybody's Kevin Nealon. I'm Ted Lange, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
Teens in grades 6 through 12 have a safe and fun place to hang out monthly this fall. It's the Urbana Park District Teen Hangout Zone. The Hangout Zone is open on select Fridays from 3:30 to 6 p.m. at Phillips Recreation Center. Everything is free. Call 217-367-1544 for more information or go online at urbanaparks.org. It's the Teen Hangout Zone at Urbana Park District. Urbana Park District. You belong here.
What is most important in your life? This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. If you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
ABC Heating and Air Conditioning is looking for veterans who may be in need of a new HVAC system to be nominated to win on Veterans Day, November 11th from Amana. Give details about a local veteran in need at abcheatingandac.com.
Hey Champaign-Urbana, it's Megan Wren inviting you to the best Halloween party ever. My EP release show on November 1st at Logic Co-working. Yeah. It's a free event featuring Modern Drugs and Emily the Band. See you there.
Protect yourself and the ones you love. Get your flu shot now. You can spread the flu virus before you even know you're infected. Vaccination is your first step to protect your family against this season's flu strains and potentially serious complications. Vaccinations available for ages 6 months and older. Visit a drive-through flu clinic at a Christie clinic near you. No appointment necessary. For convenient dates, times, and locations of Christie Clinic drive-through flu clinics, visit ChristieClinic.com. Get the shot, not the flu.
Yeah. All right, so the guy's name is Oz Perlman. He was on 60 Minutes last night, and he's just a remarkable performer, and I have no idea how he's doing it. He went around to the football training camps and did a bunch of stuff, and the guys were blown away. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, he visited there. I don't know how this is going to work on radio, but let's see.
Buffalo Bills! I love it. Where are my fathers? Anybody? Who's got children in this room? What's your name? Ed? I want you to catch that football. I want you to stand up for me, Ed.
All right, Ed has a football.
I want you to take that football right now in your hands, and I want you to squeeze it hard, all your muscles, and I want you to feel in your heart, feel in your body what that football and what that game of football represents to you and your family, what it's giving you. Can you feel it? I want to squeeze it. Can you feel that?
Squeezing the football.
All right, come on up. Let's hear it for Ed, everybody. Bless you.
Ed's a pretty big dude. He's a football player.
Let's get you on this side. Ed, I don't know. We got a football. Let's go. Here's what you do. Let's hear for you.
All right, football's in the middle of a table.
Well, let me grab one thing here. I need this for the Bills. Imagine your child's having their birthday, and they're about to blow out the candle on their birthday cake. Can you see this in your mind? And right when you do that, they're about to blow out that candle on their birthday cake, and right when they do that, they're about to make a wish. Can you imagine this happening right now?
All right, he's nodding. Yes, I can imagine. He's got his eyes closed. He's thinking birthday candle. His child's going to blow out the birthday candle.
Everyone, here's what I want you to do. Come on closer, come on closer. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to count to 3. After 3, I want you to tell us all what your child is wishing upon. Open your eyes.
Okay, so he's going to tell him what the child wished for. He's got a Buffalo Bill little, like a kitchen towel he's putting over the football.
Okay.
Guys, I want you to see this. Open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. They blew out the candle on their birthday cake. Tell us, what was that gift they wanted? Say it right now. Say it.
To go to Disneyland?
Crazy, right?
What happened?
Didn't you imagined it, right? Look at me, Ed. Ed, I got something right here.
All right, he imagined it. He said what happened, the football's still on the table. You know, he wanted to go to Disneyland was the wish, right?
Mm-hmm. Imagined that they wanted to go to Disney World, right? And what did you imagine? Them blowing...
He's going to cut the football open.
Out the candle on there.
Cutting the football.
Cake. You squeeze that football, right?
He squeezed it. There was air in it. Oh. He's opened it up, and there are the mouse ears inside the football.
Whoa.
No, tell me how that happened.
Because a lot of people wish on Disney.
What if he's wrong? This wouldn't be on YouTube, I guess.
Right.
So it wouldn't have been there. I don't know. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you're doing. Wait a minute now.
Right, and guessing the serial numbers that are on a dollar bill.
No, they did that, and then the numbers corresponded to some of the stats on some game. I mean, it is just beyond comprehension. But first of all, he squeezed the football, and there was air. That wasn't a cuttable football. When he cut that, there was actually something inside like a cake. He was squeezing the football. I watched him. So how were you able to cut it? The air would go out. So he squeezed the football. There's clearly air in it. It was a tight football. When did he switch out the football? The football's in plain sight the whole time. The camera's not off the football. No, I don't get it. That's what you're supposed to say, you know? But this guy, I've seen David Copperfield, and he's remarkable.
Right.
But this is a little different level.
A good magician can ask you to pick a card, any card, and they'll tell you what you're holding in your hand. But a mentalist will ask you to picture any card from an imaginary deck and tell you which card is in your mind.
Now, how do you do that? It's like, how?
Right now, the mentalist on people's minds, and going viral for it, is a 43-year-old father of 5 named Oz Perlman.
Oz, huh?
Oh.
Bad marketing. You ought to just go with the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
That, right?
Oz insists he does not have supernatural powers. He reads people. He reads them so well that when we met him this past spring, his head games had me jumping out of the chair mid-interview and mystified celebrities, billionaires, and athletes.
I'm going to play a little more of the 60 Minutes piece here in just a second.
Okay.
It is remarkable. Thinking about this. Can you imagine how valuable he could be if he reads people like a dime store novel?
I mean, yeah.
Couldn't you hire him to hire your big shots? Wouldn't you be able to read who they are, what they do? I can go to a golf course and golf with somebody and tell you a lot about them. But that takes 4 hours. Sounds like he can do it pretty quickly.
Taking with Trump to some international relations.
No kidding. Or what if you want to get him as head recruiter? How much money? He's going to make a lot more doing this.
You know, what's happening in Hamas on the ceasefire? Are they really going to, everybody who's in play live up to their agreements?
I think there are a lot of good people that are very perceptive about other people that read them. You can read when you go into a restaurant who's friendly, who's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too hard, but he takes it another level. So if he's able to read the kids, what they got inside him on fourth down, how they're going to react, and really say that you want this guy, that's pretty valuable because that's what the coaches want.
Yeah.
How do they do it when it goes bad? Mike Small wants to see guys hit bad golf shots, see how they do it. They don't want to see it when everything's happy.
Sure.
Anyway, pretty crazy. 217-359-2255. Be right back. Check your Fox News. Get Greg's weather and one more sportscast before we're done. Jay Lehman after 3 today with Allen and Stone.
Fox News. I'm Therese Crowley. Big deals with President Trump in Asia. The U.S. and China have forged the framework for a trade deal to be signed with President Xi. Today, he's in Japan.
18,000 police officers have been activated and they are fanned out across Tokyo to protect President Trump and his delegation while they move around Japan. He has already been greeted by the Japanese emperor as he preps for big meetings in South Korea with China's Xi and maybe even Kim Jong-un.
Fox's Peter Ducey. Back home, government shutdown day 27. The Ag Department warns the well has run dry. SNAP benefits, food stamps will stop Saturday for 40 million people. Hurricane Melissa, now a Cat 5 storm bearing down on Jamaica. 160 mile-an-hour winds and 30 inches of rain. America's listening to Fox News.
Sarah Champagne's Ben Quattrone on keeping his employees.
It's got to be the place to work. We have to pay the best. We have to treat people the best. Some of the guys wanted to order pizza the other day. Well, we bought 30 Papa Del's pizzas. BMW had the best month they've ever had. They said, can we have a cookout? Saturday, I cooked like 50 ribeye steaks. And they were expecting like cheeseburgers, burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Like, if I'm eating steak, you're eating steak. We both eat steak, we both eat hamburger.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people. ABC Heating and Air Conditioning is looking for veterans who may be in need of a new HVAC system to be nominated to win on Veterans Day, November 11th from Amana. Give details about a local veteran in need at abcheatingandac.com.
Hey Champaign-Urbana, it's Megan Wren inviting you to the best Halloween party ever. My EP release show on November 1st at Logic Co-working. Yeah. It's a free event featuring Modern Drugs and Emily the Band. See you there.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Habitat for Humanity provides a unique opportunity for hardworking people and families to build their own homes.
Clear out the clutter and make a difference by donating to the Habitat for Humanity of Champaign County Restore. Your gently used furniture, appliances, and home goods help build homes, community, and hope right here in Champaign County. Drop off donations behind the Champaign County Restore at 1914 Glen Park Drive or schedule a free pickup for qualifying items. Visit cuhabitat.org or call 359-0507. Your clutter changes lives. Donate today.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Moody's Investors Service upgrading Illinois' rating to an A2 for the state's general obligation bonds. They say this recognition comes as Illinois has made significant financial progress, including passing 7 consecutive balanced budgets and increasing the rainy day fund. Dining room for Newman Hall on the University of Illinois campus receiving a red placard during a recent health inspection, meaning it's now closed. However, the establishment has announced alternate meal options for its residents as they look to fix those health concerns. Nano Nuclear Energy started drilling at the site of a future micro-reactor Friday. It marks the start of a research partnership between the company and University of Illinois. The event was not a groundbreaking, but instead the first step of data collection so the company can file for a construction permit in accordance with nuclear regulations there. And that's what's happening. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. As expected, just a couple of passing sprinkles over the past weekend. We'll get into a little more significant rain system, wind-driven at that for the middle part of the week. Then the start of an extended spell of quiet, dry weather as we roll into the beginning part of November. No big issues. A little bit of a breeze. Dry weather for Halloween Friday. We'll start off the trick-or-treat in the afternoon with temperatures in the 50s. For the day today, up near 65 with a mostly sunny sky. Increasing easterly wind as the day wears on. Increasing cloudiness for tonight. A couple of sprinkles towards the dawn. Low down to 44. East wind for the day tomorrow. Mostly cloudy. Shower and spots in the morning. More so tomorrow afternoon. Highs up near 60. East northeasterly winds. Occasional rain tomorrow night with a low down to 45 and a gusty northeast wind for the day on Wednesday. Rather windy. Rainy times a high near 53. Turning partly sunny. Couple of showers around on Thursday though. High up to about 52. Partly cloudy and 54 on Halloween Friday. Weekend highs in the 50s. For CVJ Broadcasting Meteorologist Greg Solier.
Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison, Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Veterans Day is not far away, and you know what you can do? You can nominate a veteran for something fantastic. From ABC Heating and Air Conditioning, they are giving away an entire HVAC system that's heating and air conditioning and honoring our veterans this Veterans Day. If you want to nominate somebody for a complete air conditioner and furnace system from ABC, just go to abcheatingandac.com and nominate a deserving veteran as we honor our veterans this Veterans Day. That's abcheatingandac.com.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
At Coach House. I did it again. All right.
It's a Monday, Stevie.
No, it's not.
Give
It's a great day.
Grace.
No, not at all. Everything's great. 8:38. Okay, so Illinois football. Brett Bielema will meet the media today, getting ready for. Now it's all about Rutgers. Now it's just win the Rutgers game, get bowl eligible, finish strong, get to a nice bowl game. Back on track, shoot for playoffs next time.
I know, speaking of Illinois sports, Lucas Murillo is a 6'7" commit that we've heard about for the class of 2026. Also, speaking of Illinois basketball, Angel had texted in a picture of Georgie Bashanzavili with the basket. He's been playing in Spain and France and now has made the 2025 Windy City Bulls roster, the G League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls.
All right, well, that's fine.
And he played with Io back in the day.
Doesn't play much. Oh, yeah, he was there. He broke freshman most points in a game, broke Deion Thomas's record. I think he had, 35 or something?
Right.
Georgie was good.
I was at that game. That was so fun.
He's really, really good. Anyway, great to hear that he's still hanging in there.
Right. 217-359-2255. There is a comment. If Democrats don't open the government, I think Trump will find Snap with emergency funds. It's the art of negotiating. He wins either way.
I would do everything you could to not break that because I think you will have palpable theft. Now, I'm sure that groceries and stores that sell food will have to know that's coming. And what you can do about it, I don't know. If you're not 41.7 million, that's a lot of people. And there'll be a good number that will be stealing. So, I think we need a serious plan on how to evolve out of all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be today. It's not going to be Saturday. So, Donald Trump is in Asia. He's making some real progress and seems to be in a fantastic mood. So I think the China deal on trade looks like that might work based on everything I'm reading and hearing.
Okay.
All right. Oz Perlman, mentalist, featured on 60 Minutes last night.
The story will continue in a moment.
And now, please welcome to the stage mentalist and mind reader Oz Perlman.
The Robin Hood Foundation Gala draws the kind of crowd that ponies up $72 million.
This crowd is ginormous. This is a big place.
At one dinner with athletes like NFL quarterback Russell Wilson in attendance.
Question for you is, when I was young, I had a poster on my wall of someone, and you're no way in hell you're going to get this.
Okay, all right, so that's Russell Wilson. I had a poster on. Now again, this is past reading, people. That's past that. Particularly what he's saying, you'll never get it. There's no way.
He said no way in hell. I didn't say those words. He said those words.
No way.
Which means there's no way it was a football player. Also, notice the nervous twitching with the hands. Hands here, always a female. Is it a female? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Uh-oh. Oz Perlman went to work on him.
I don't read minds, I read people. Here's what I want you to do. Russell, count the number of letters in the first name just to yourself. Not out loud, just to yourself.
No way. No way. No way. No way. All right, now they've dunked me into an ad. Skip.
17.
There's the tell. Right?
Long name.
Audible.
Long name.
He finished counting and he looked up. 6 letters, isn't it?
No way.
It is 6 letters.
Oh, come on.
Russell, you're sitting there, 6th grade, you're looking up. She's looking back at you.
She was.
Tell us all, who was in that poster? Say it.
You just wrote it down.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain!
She wrote it down on the card. He had Shania.
There's no way.
Oh, my
There's no way.
You'd think a room full of millionaires.
So he just wrote down Shania on the card and then said, tell me, and flipped it around.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm talking about. That's just crazy. Can you teach that? Could he teach how to read people?
Fascinating.
But the tell was the eyes going up. So I even said, I think it's longer than 3 letters. It's not Pat something, right? I mean, he's counting it out.
Yeah, that's
well, why
right.
not 7?
Right.
Oh, this is too good.
Alexis Ohanian might be hard to pull one over on.
Turn it around. Show
Warlock.
everybody.
I mean, what?
No, bro.
He just had somebody on there, and the other guy in the crowd wrote down.
You're a wizard.
Nobody knows what.
Oz says this is his perfect audience.
People that are very intelligent are much easier because their mind is regimented in a certain way. Like I perform for Nobel laureates, and you go, this is one of the most intelligent people on the planet. I go, hook, line, and sinker, let's go. This is gonna be a cakewalk.
Seriously?
Yeah, because they think a certain way. It's so much easier to fool.
Oz is the first to admit his act is based on one big lie.
The lie is that I can read your mind.
You're sitting here today telling me you're not
Mind reading.
That's correct. And it's funny because some people, even though I go to great extremes to tell people that I am not a psychic or supernatural, I have people that come up to me after shows who are at the highest level where I can't say names because I don't want to embarrass people.
Say names.
Of like CEOs of major Fortune 100 companies who have called me and say, can you help me on negotiating a deal soon?
So you're going to tell me how you do this?
I'm not going to tell you. That doesn't do well for my job security.
But he does drop hints. Oz says he studies body language to read what's going on in someone's mind.
I can always see it when someone's eyes shift. Also, the lingering hands in pockets, always indicator of another guy. Guy-to-guy interaction. Is it a guy? Of course it is. I'm getting you to make very specific choices. Right? In my show, I guess a lot of things such as numbers, such as words, such as names, things that have seemingly an infinite amount of possibilities. But do they? No. I've figured out how to kind of take a piece of information that seems too impossible, I can build up in a big way and create a lot more of a limited subset than you think.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Oz Perlman is his name. You can look it up. You can look at some of the stuff he's done, and it is remarkable. He has 5 children.
Yep.
Can you imagine telling him that
43?
You're going out with a friend and you're not? He'll read you like anything. I mean, you won't pull anything out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool. His star has risen, and he'll be hot for a while. 8:45.
At Coach House Garages, buildings are more than just garages and backyard sheds. By combining your imagination with their experience, generations of Amish craftsmanship, and the finest quality materials, they build a garage that fits all of your specifications at a budget you can live with. To learn more about what Coach House of Champaign and Danville offers, visit them online at CoachHouseGarages.com or call at 217-351-9073.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Dryer shot, honey. I can't fix it this time.
We don't have money in the budget for a new appliance. I just paid off the credit card bill. What the hey?
I'm calling Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Gonna beat them up on price. Watch this.
Appliance World Sales, this is Paul.
Need a dryer? Not gonna overpay, bud, or I'll go right down the street.
Have a GE electric dryer right here for $50 a month.
Oh, sure, and with interest, I'll pay for it twice, I bet.
Not at all. No interest until 2027.
And to qualify, I bet I have to buy a washer and a refrigerator and a range.
Nope, no interest until January 2027 on just the dryer or any purchase over $600 on invoice.
Seriously? Let me guess, no free extended protection like you guys talk about.
Free 10-year extended protection plan is still yours.
Well, wow, I'll be right there. Just one other thing. Can you tell my wife I
beat me up for the deal? Think she's pulling in the parking lot now.
Put us down for the washer too, Paul.
Wow.
Illini Volleyball is on the air.
Hey Illini fans, it's head coach Chris Thomas with Fighting Illini Volleyball. This year we celebrate the 100th anniversary of historic Huff Hall, and I want you to join us for the Party at Huff all season long as we honor a century of incredible moments and build the future of Illinois volleyball together. The energy, the fans, the tradition, you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets now at fightingillini.com. Let's pack Huff and keep the celebration going. ILL.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
ABC Heating and Air Conditioning is looking for veterans who may be in need of a new HVAC system to be nominated to win on Veterans Day, November 11th from Amana. Give details about a local veteran in need at abcheatingandac.com.
Hey Champaign-Urbana, it's Megan Wren inviting you to the best Halloween party ever. My EP release show on November 1st at Logic Co-working. Yeah. It's a free event featuring Modern Drugs and Emily the Band. See you there.
For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture.
Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting want to send you to the next Fighting Illini home football game. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way to Geese Memorial Stadium. Stop by Jets Pizza at Neal and Green Street or Round Barn off Springfield and Mattis for their delicious Detroit-style pizza. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win tickets for Fighting Illini football from Jets Pizza and Stevie J Broadcasting.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Pretty decent spell of weather over the past weekend. We'll get into a significant rain with 3 weather systems congealing over the Ohio. This is all expected for the middle part of the week, but welcoming that new month of November, the start of an extended spell of quiet weather for outdoor work and the last of fall field work and harvest across the area. This afternoon, mostly sunny, east wind 65, maybe a sprinkle after midnight tonight and towards the dawn, low down to 44. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe a shower in spots for the morning, more so in the afternoon, the high near 60. East-northeasterly winds. Winds pick up tomorrow night, so do the rains with a low down to 45. Rather windy, rainy at times for the day on Wednesday, cloudy and 53. Thursday, still a couple of lingering showers. Windy, the high about 52 with a partly sunny afternoon. Halloween Friday, dry, a bit breezy, partly cloudy. Temperatures starting off in the low to mid-50s for the trick-or-treaters. For the weekend, quiet weather, a bit of a breeze, partly sunny. Weekend highs of 55 Saturday, up to 57 on Sunday, into the 50s early next week as well. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
We're talking to John Reichert and Neil Asklin. I guess the first question for me, John, is what is it like being part of A&R, knowing how this all started? It was your grandfather, then your dad, and now you, and 100 years in business is hard. How do you explain that?
Well, it's incredible, honestly. When I was a boy, obviously my father was running the company. It's always been, part of my life, but I knew that we had good people, at that time that worked for the company. I think with God's help and protection that we survived and frankly thrived.
I think the thrive is a key word here. Neil Asklin, I guess, let me ask you about your dad, Ken Asklin, who partnered with Dave and they got it going in the 50s and kept it going. And you being part of the company.
I've been around since I was a young teenager, so something that I've grown to love, and the camaraderie and getting things done. And these huge projects that we're doing now just amazes me.
A&R Mechanical, a thriving leader 100 years later. Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA Champagne.com.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Underground Solutions. Are you tired of dealing with leaky faucets, basement flooding, bursting or leaking pipes? From plumbing maintenance and repairs to installing new water heaters and sump pumps, our goal is to get you up and running as soon as possible. At Lands Plumbing, we have 24/7 emergency service and a team of highly skilled professionals that will work with you to get the job done right the first time. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
All righty. Listen this afternoon after 3 for The Drive with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone. They'll be here with Mr. Jay Lehman. Evan and Curtis will figure out what happened at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Lehman will tell them.
And tell them how the team's going to pivot to have Rutgers at 11 a.m. this Saturday, November 1st.
I'm fired back up. All good. Here we go. Bowl time. Let's figure out which bowl. Mm-hmm. But you got to get bowl eligible with a win Saturday at 11 a.m. Sellout. Ought to be good.
That's right.
Weather should be, I think, good. I can't remember what Greg said.
I think so.
I think it's 54 for Halloween, and that's good. So the next day.
The leaves have been so great, but I'm hearing with the windy conditions we have this week, maybe they might go away.
Well, yeah, could happen. So, yeah. All right, so we will talk tomorrow. Thank you again for listening. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening to ESPN 93.5.
Right now, Saturday's a high 51, low 39 with the clouds.
You want to nominate a veteran for a $10,000 to $15,000 free air conditioner and furnace, you still have time. You got through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You can text us veteran, and we'll help you fill it out. It's not very long, but
Absolutely.
It's at abcheatingandac.com. You go right to it, fill it out, and you could give a gift that will last for 20 years.
StevieJay.com also has a link to it. So get somebody a free HVAC system on Veterans Day.
From Amana and ABC, Mike and Gina Cribbett, we thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Thanks for listening. Have a great Monday. For over 70 years, Beck's Country Shop has been Central Illinois' premier furniture store. With over 23,000 square feet of showroom, filled with quality brands, you'll be sure to find that perfect piece to fit your home. Beck's offers free delivery and removal of your old items. They even sell off the showroom floor, so you don't have to wait for weeks or months. They pride themselves on hassle-free service and quality furniture at fair prices. Located on Route 45 in Urbana, visit Justin or Lance today at Beck's Country Shop Furniture.
At Coach House Garages, buildings are more than just garages and backyard sheds. By combining your imagination with their experience, generations of Amish craftsmanship, and the finest quality materials, they build a garage that fits all of your specifications at a budget you can live with. To learn more about what Coach House of Champaign and Danville offers, visit them online at CoachHouseGarages.com or call at 217-351-9073.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
At Monocle's Pizza, everyone's welcome at the table. Craving crispy thin crust, pan-style comfort, or gluten-free goodness? They've got something for everyone, including their one-of-a-kind point pizza, perfect for sharing. Since 1959, Monocle's has been the neighborhood spot for great food, warm smiles, and good times. Monocle's Pizza, your people, your place.
Football season has kicked in, and you can bet like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circus Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees ever. Other books may charge you just to get on the field, but with Circus Sports, every play is yours to call. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Kenono Luga, linebacker and special teamer.
At Good Vibes, our special teams are the installation guys. They use power tools and they know stuff.
In football, special teams are game changers because wild stuff happens on kickoff and punt returns. We shed blocks, create turnovers, and make clean tackles, all at full speed.
While our guys mount TVs, cut in ceiling speakers, and configure complex wiring, but never at full speed. Our specialists are efficient because they're experienced but deliberate, so everything looks and performs properly.
Okay, I get the special teams. Does Good Vibes have linebackers too?
Our phone support has your back. People call up, my TV's broke or whatever. 4 out of 5 times we can walk you through a problem and fix it over the phone free. You don't get that from Team Amazon.
Any more angles to this football metaphor?
Sure, Mike's the quarterback. He hands off the product, and I'm the coach. And I'm proud to say our team won first place in the People's Choice Contest for the 5th straight year.
Not exactly the Rose Bowl, but not shabby.
People always warned me about getting a credit card, but now I know better. SEFQ helped me pick out the right card and taught me how to use it the smart way. And with great rates and no annual fees, I'm building credit like a pro.
You can build your credit like a pro too, with features that help you reach your goals, plus no annual fees, fraud protection, and ways to earn more along the way.
If only my plants are that easy to manage.
Insured by NCUA.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
This is WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.